Hello, my name is Dr. Michael Knight. I'm going to be presenting to you a little bit more about the Huaxucheng 5-card mining machine. And as you can see from all of the different manufacturers of the graphic processor units here, there is the ability for this to do both the AMDs and the NVIDIA cards. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and get started with the unboxing of this system, and then we'll zoom in closer for you to be able to see everything that I'm doing in the putting together of everything. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's open this, and so you guys can see. So it's wrapped well. All right. So with that being said, let me just, there we go. Power supply. Okay. HDMI dummy plugs. Hive OS. Bag of screws. Fans. 2 more fans. The frame. Additional frame pieces. The motherboard. Okay. And one more piece of the frame. Okay. So let's go ahead. We'll get started with the assembly. So you'll want to start the assembly with real simple. Here you'll have these pieces, and if you have it set up so that you're looking at the frame, you just put these in place. It's pretty straightforward. And I'm going to just double check here on the location of the screw holes so that we have them in the right place. Actually, there's 2 of them, so if you can see here the 2 of them. One is wider than the other. The wider one goes to the back. The shorter, thinner one right here goes to the front. And that's as simple as that is. So we'll put a couple of those screws in here. And my suggestion is that you don't tighten these down all the way. Leave it fluid. All right. And let's go ahead and let's take the motherboard. And the motherboard is going to sit right there. You can see these, and they line up perfectly. Okay, and we're going to, again, fluid, don't tighten these all the way down. And I would go corner to corner, corner to corner. And of course, you can do it however you want. It's your machine. And you can see that's why I didn't tighten those all the way down, so I'd be able to adjust the motherboard. Okay. Again, just leave these a little fluid for right now. We'll adjust them here in a little bit, but this will allow this just to have a little bit of movement. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is put this on. It's real simple. It's just like this. Very simple, very straightforward. There's 2 screws, one that's on this side, down at the bottom. Let's do this one over here first. Okay. Just so that you can see what I did, is I just put the screws on right here. And now we're going to put this one on. This is the power supply holder, and it uses 2 special screws, which you can see that one right there. It's got a little different head on it. And it's going to go in this hole.
Okay. Okay, and we have one more screw left that's over on this side right here. Okay. So with that being said, let's go ahead. So we're going to be installing, this is an 1800 watt, and it is a 90 plus gold. 90 plus gold. So very quiet. It's almost completely silent actually. And so on the installation, it just sits in here just like this. Very simple. And we use the same pattern of 2 screws. I want to show you, these are a little different. Okay, and these are the ones that you use for this. Okay, they're a little stronger, be able to hold the weight. Okay, and you can see right where I'm putting them. Okay. Now, the power supply has 2 different color-coded wires. And so I want you to take a look at yours that you have. And these are the ones that are the power supply that go to the motherboard. Okay, so the power supply is going to go to these 3 that are further out this way. Okay, so there's that. All right. And now we're going to install the fans. The fans are Foxconn. Your package may have different branding on here. In fact, you may have ones that are, other companies. So again, they are going to be the 4-plug or the 4-pin, and the 4 pins are going to plug in right here, and right here. So my suggestion is that you install these first. Now, go ahead. Let's get some screws out. These are the screws that will be used for the fan, and there's holes right in here. So let me show you. The fan, front, backside, and the hole is right here. Okay. So the fan is attached. Now we're going to do the same thing with the other 2 fans. All right, so to connect the fans now, you'll just take the wire, and that wire just comes right over here, and you'll see the design here has 2 little legs to it, and you'll just plug that right in there, okay? That's it for that one. Same thing is true for this one. You can see exactly where they go. And then the same for this one. Okay. So there is the completion of that. All right. The last things that we need to do now is real simple. Let me just explain that there is Windows already installed. So here's your memory stick. Here's your hard drive. It's an SSD. And then here are the dummy plugs that go into the modules for, okay. Now we're going to be using a Radeon XFX. This is an AMD 6600. And we're going to use this slot right here, which is nearest the CPU. So go ahead and remove go ahead and then we're just going to install this. And you'll see how this lines up here in just a second. Here to here. There, slides into place. And if you remember, I had these not tightened up. This is all still fluid because I want to make sure that the screw holes line up. So now that they do, I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to tap just to hold it in place while we work. Okay, and that's going to also solidify the spot where those things need to be attached. The arms going across need to be attached. So now we can tighten those down. Okay. With that being said, we're just going to pick, in this particular case, we have a lot of wires to choose from, right? So we've got 5 different ones, 6 different ones to choose from. Go ahead and pick the right one for the size that you have. These are 8-pin plugs, so you'll want to put these together so that you're utilizing all of the correct pins. So they just slide in together like that, and then plug right in. Okay, with that being said, everything is now here and set up so we can plug it in. Go ahead and let's do a check. We'll plug this in over here. And all right, well, hopefully this has been educational for you. If you have any questions, please make sure that you reach out. We're available pretty much every day. Thank you so much.